currently in Hawaii. And you know what? Did you know where your bouquet comes from when you come to Hawaii?
Yeah, do you know where all of that fresh seafood comes from?
Well, we wanted to know. So, where are we at?
So we are on the island of Oahu, and we are here at the Honolulu Fish Auction to check out where everything comes from.
Yeah.
My name is Charlie, I work for the Hawaii Seafood Council. We do marketing, promotions, research, and education in support of our fishing industry here. This facility is the United Fishing Agency. This was incorporated in 1952. It's owned by the Otani family. It's a small, closely held corporation. And we do this tour in collaboration with the United Fishing Agency, Hawaii Seafood Council, and the Hawaii Longline Association. So, this is a survivor of a time when we had 5, 6, maybe more auctions. Mostly in Kaka'ako, down here by Kewalo Basin. There are all these open fish auctions. Turn of the century, the catch was much more varied by species. We had turtles in the catch. We had all kinds of other fish that we don't normally use now in the catch. But they became all pelagic, so they target big-eye tuna. And they target big-eye tuna, high-quality fish that they bring in fresh. Anybody know what fresh means? Never frozen, that's right. So they bring the fish in fresh, they unload it from the boat, it goes across a scale. When it's going across the scale, a unique barcode is created. A weighmaster will add to the barcode the weight of the fish, the species of the fish, and the boat that brought it in. That tag is printed out, it's attached to the fish. The fish are taken into an organizing room. They're organized by species, by size. Then they're loaded up, laid out on the floor, on the auction floor. Tunas first, big eye, yellowfin, albacore, skipjack tuna, followed by the billfish, swordfish, Pacific blue marlin, sailfish, striped marlin, short-nosed billfish, that's laid out there. That's followed by the other pelagic species that have commercial value. So the associated pelagics would be your mahi-mahi, ono, manchong, opa, walu. That's all laid out. So it's all laid out, one boat's catch on the floor at a time. So the auctioneer comes by, he looks at a fish, he decides on what the highest price he can get for this fish. He starts there. Who'll give me $5 a pound? $4.90, $4.80, $4.70. He goes down in 10-cent increments. He gets to a price $4.30. So pause, see if there's anybody bidding up the price. If not, he'll put $4.30 on a piece of paper, drop it on the fish. The buyer puts their buyer's card on the fish. Auction staff comes by and staples it together. They scan it, the information with the buyer and the price goes back to the computer. As soon as it hits the computer, an invoice and a receipt is printed out. So when a boat's catch is sold, the receipts are here for the captain plus a check. The auction charges 10% commission on the fish. So, $4 a pound, 40 cents will go to the auction. Okay, now there's going to be a lot of equipment moving around. There's forklifts, there's guys with knives, dragging fish along. So I want everybody to be careful. Let's stay together as a group. We'll find a nice quiet place to observe the auction when we get on the floor. Does everybody have a mask? You can't go on the auction floor without a mask. And you have covered shoes. Okay. This fish is not designed for a can. This is going on the fresh market. The can is usually juvenile, smaller than this. The cat is first thing there. These are all long-line fish. So, it's time for our market here. So with this much going on, we're going to be pretty cheap on the market this afternoon. All of this fish will be on the market by and the overhead. I don't know what the overhead would be. Retail markup is going to be 30 to 100%. So this could be a $30 a pound fish, depending how it's sold, how it's marketed. But we have the Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Company, and they manage the fishery. So what they did, we manage this fishery by limited entry. And what that means is you need a permit to fish this fishery. You also need a state commercial marine license to be able to sell fish. So the way the council decided on how they're going to manage this fishery is they looked at that time in 86, 84, 86, around that time, and how many unique landings of fish. In other words, how many individual boats brought fish in and sold. We found there were 164 individual landings. So we created 164 limited entry permits. So if you want to fish in this longline industry, this is the U.S. longline fleet based in Hawaii. We catch over 80% of the big eye tuna that comes into the U.S. Almost all of it stays here. And all of the commercial pelagic fish that stays here is about half of what we do. So we have to ship in mussels, clams, shrimp, basa, swai, tilapia, all from elsewhere. They come into the national yacht. So we catch $110 million worth, 30 million pounds of fish here. We're valued at $110 million, and almost all of it stays here.
That's an experience.
I mean, there's so many things that Charlie, our tour guide, was telling us that,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly had no idea. I mean, I know the fishing industry for commercial fishing is like really difficult, but the whole process, like behind the scenes and how things come to the table, it was so interesting to learn about.
Yeah, as he was saying, you know, it's obviously a difficult job, right? And we can tell why it's a difficult job being out there for 21 days at a time. But then also the market itself is, as he said, ruthless. Like, you have to really be able to get in there and bid high, bid low, like really haggle to keep that price where you want it to be at.
Yeah, and you obviously have to have that knowledge and experience of how to look at fish.
Yeah, that was
huge.
huge.
Like what key things that you're looking for. And today, when we were on the floor, they brought in 47,000 pounds.
Yeah, 47,000 pounds
of fish.
Like Michelle said, it was crazy. Like, none of this stuff ever crossed my mind of what you're actually looking for, but they're looking for color, they're looking for the
fat
firmness, the fat content, like all of that stuff. And you're like, wow, man, that's crazy. You can tell just by a small chunk getting cut out of the fish.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so interesting again, like all of the details, all of the regulations. This is a fresh
fish market. Yeah.
And so it makes up, right here in Honolulu, it makes up 2% of the longline Pacific fleet.
Yeah. And so what he was saying by fresh fish market is, obviously there's a ton of poke places. There's a ton of places that serve fresh fish. And so this market, all of the fish that's caught here stays here in Honolulu because it's a fresh fish market. Everyone wants fresh fish.
Yes, they don't buy frozen fish here.
What I also found to be kind of cool and funny is there was a gentleman who was asking, hey, so can we actually buy fish if we want to? And what did the tour guide say?
So Charlie said, oh yeah, you can if you're able to compete with these other people that are here on a regular buying fish. But just keep in mind, it is ruthless and it's cash only.
Yeah, he was like, I get fish, but I have somebody get it for me. I don't want to go through all that.
And as you guys saw in the B-roll, I mean, they just moved. They moved quickly over all of the pallets.
Yeah.
So fast, auctioning off that fish.
Yeah.
And then currently, from what Charlie told us, our tour guide, there's 140 boats of this fleet right now currently fishing in the waters around Hawaii and in the Pacific. So an interesting fact that I did not know about, that there is a regulation in place that the fleet here, they can only catch fish 50 miles out from the island, and then 50 miles into the island, that's actually reserved for like the smaller fishermen, or what you call trollers.
Yeah.
Had no idea about that.
Yeah, there was a ton of information. If you are interested to kind of find out some of these things, which I would definitely because then you get to know where your poke is coming from, where your fresh fish is coming from.
Yeah, where your
I thought it was very informative. There was a ton of stuff that I just did not think about.
Yeah, so you can actually reserve your spot on this tour. You gotta make a reservation. It's $35 per adult, $25 for kids. And then you get a tour of the actual auction floor as they're actually auctioning off the fish. And then once that auction is over, you go outside and you get a tour and information about all of the boats that brought in fish that day. Yeah,
they'll tell you, they'll actually take you out and you can see some of the boats, and they kind of go over briefly what it is that they're going to be doing while they're out there on their 21 days. I had no idea that after they set the lines, it would take them 12 hours to pull those lines back up, but only a couple of hours to set them. So it's just crazy how much work these fishermen do to bring you your poke. Your
poke, your sashimi.
Yeah.
Yes, your sushi.
Yeah, so I thought it was a great tour. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who is like, wanting to find out some more information. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so that's going to be the end of the video. If you like the content, please do us a favor and go down there and hit that subscribe button. It builds our community here on YouTube, as well as hit the notification bell. Just drops you a nice little notification letting you know that we drop new content.
And guys, while you're already down there, if you have not already hit that subscribe button, come on, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Hit it, because it's free. Also, go ahead and hit that like button, and then comment down below. Have you ever been to a fish auction before?
Yeah.
And then don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Michelle Jose food, and travel.
Yes, and as always, there's going to be links in the description letting you know some more information. So if you're interested, go check out those links.
All right, guys. Until the next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.